apologies for the upcoming episode. There might be some audio issues, and I tried my best to try to fix them, but just letting you know ahead of time. Don't know what the final product's going to be. Sorry. Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to Endwalker playthrough, my Endwalker playthrough. With me, Firemac. Did I say that already? Well, anyway, we're here. So just dive right back in, and if you guys don't know what's up, you can read my little tidbits there, since no one else has showed up in chat. But yeah, we're going to be doing side quests. Probably won't be showing on YouTube the side quest parts, but unless it's like a more involved side quest, I might show that. Otherwise, I'm going to skip it for YouTube. The medical circuit. Alize seems eager to get underway. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it may be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Bum ba dum ba da dum da dum. Spread cheer. Alright. Is there any to the south? Oh, it's one of my hunter marks. Excuse me, I'm gonna need to take care of this. I got 3 sacks of nuts. I only have to kill the one. Cool. To the south. I'm not super into the Endwalker basic battle music, to be honest with you. The Shadowbringers one was awesome. Southwest. Really curious if it's inside of this cavern or not. I mean, this mine shaft, as they called it. So that's like a frog mushroom thing. Well, what's waiting for us? Pretty simple, don't you guys think? To the north. It was definitely in that path we did not go towards. Aha, see, it is there. Feels good. So where's the next one at? 407 yalms northwest. Ooh. The mineshaft was infested with metrocaps. Some sort of research project, I wonder. I suppose they are a most unusual creature. Why did they develop such long limbs when all they do is shuffle about narrow tunnels? Firemac, did you know Crow almost took a tumble back there? She can't possibly still be dizzy from the lift. I was being careful, I swear. The slope was steeper than I thought, and I lost my footing for a moment, that's all. I'm not injured, if you don't count my pride. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least. Nothing of consequence, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. In Ernville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. To the north. Basically in the direction we need to go. What's with all this? Can we go over here? Ooh! Woo! Cool, this is like a freaking train station. Like a big train station. Or the subway train station, let's just say. That's what that looks like. I'm sure we'll have to go down there again anyway. Though I highly suspect where we need to go for this Aether Current might actually beat up high. Genomos. They're like lands, but they're like grass. $360 to the north. Oh, dude, all the Mandrogas are here. This is definitely another location for side quests, though. Just look at it. Those are very strictly shaped grapes. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Muriel Agronomics. Labyrinthos is host to a variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is a facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origins, let alone how they might taste. God damn it, the burps are coming back. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the Forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same, or cast about for usual clues. Whoa! Whoa! Gosh. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? A freaking mineshaft, dude. It's like right over there. Ah, the mineshaft, you say? Well, you're much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the Forum has us feeling orderless long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. So the Forum has them doing all sorts of crap. I just not telling them why. Hey, I see you, Crow. I'm gonna talk to you, Crow. A field full of ripe vegetables being left to rot on the vine. Not a single picker hard to work. Clearly procuring readily available fresh food is not the Forum's priority. Oh, I see a sightseeing log and I can't get to it because I don't have flying yet. Oh, the cruel ironies. Is there a way to get up there by chance? No, it doesn't look like there's a way to cheat it on foot. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock gets sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport, hence the stack of crates atop of the hill over there. Gods, hauling that lot up that slope was a job and a half. Justola, I shall talk to you, Justola. I took a moment to survey the surrounding area. There are several other facilities nearby we can investigate if we fail to learn aught of value here. Which I'm sure will happen. Yeah, there's like that giant area over there too. What crops are we raising? Well, you can see this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and conditions here are nothing short of perfect, hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon the Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Islabard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition to a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it Locus Amonis. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as researchers' ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Oh, another mark. Oh yeah, I got 3 sacks of nuts. Labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Hmm.
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Oh, that was really loud.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Interesting. Some of that I kind of like did not register. So the whole conversation was just about the flower.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Oh, we learned a crap ton about a flower. Oh, I'm just rereading the thing here real fast, guys. A flower that they don't know where it's from, huh? Yeah, this flower is like crazy, yo.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production...
And he just said his name and I didn't even... I think it was Erenville. Or Erenville.
Unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Arcane?
Arcane. That's how she pronounced it? Arcane. Hey, there he is.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
Erenville. Isn't that what I said?
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
So let's meet up with him. He's like the only guy who's been working with us.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
She's right, you know.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
What's going on, Krell?
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
What's going on, Krell?
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
We must sneak up on the Bun Boy. The Bun Boy.
I can almost reach you.
Wait. Almost reach you. Are you trying to reach Heidelin or Minfilia? But Minfilia's gone for good now, right? So who is she talking about? Carl, who are you talking about? Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. It feels wrong to spy on Erenville, helpful as he's been. But what other choice do we have? Is Krau still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. I'm not seeing any quests pop up, so that's cool. The full report, warts and all. Alice is not about to let Erenville out of her sight. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archean. Come, we can still catch him. Ba ba da da da. Now, where is this? Where's this Aether Current? We're like really close. To the east. So it's gotta be over here. We've fallen too far behind, and this damn mist won't help matters. I can still hear it. It seems Yustola wishes to have a word with us. Hold for a moment, I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon. Let's go with Tikkun for now. I feel like that's also wrong. Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, which one could access the upper or lower tiers. Aye, if I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal the issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Oh, what are you doing? Hippity hop, my little toads! Oh, she's about to turn us into toads! Goodness! Oh my god. Really? Really, you stole it? Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. What am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where the creatures were hereabouts, in that form you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad! You must remain transfigured in order to progress with the quest objectives. You'll return to your transfigured status if you move... You'll return from your... If you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with Justola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Wonderful. Ribbit? I would have enjoyed being a toad for a little while, if only for a change of pace, but Justola's right. I am too preoccupied with other matters. Stand still and I shall recast the spell. The transformation should last long enough to allow you to find and spy upon Erenville. Ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit! Alfie Toad and Ally Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them in your sight in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind. Oh, it's the usual spiel. Cool, they're meeting with me. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. My Chuckle is just hanging out with me. Ribbit, ribbit. Chuckle will take care of us, though. Well, that's a big toad, too. Woo! My little minions hanging out with me. Freaking wind up Artbird hanging out with us. Whee! Whee! I discovered a new location. I didn't realize this was not a part of the map. I should probably not. We shall not fight with you, thank you. We would like not to die. Oh, this jam is 28 minutes long, my god. Longest toad status ever. Hiya! Look, everyone else is a toad. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Frog gang. Frog gang. Frog gang. Frog gang. Frog gang.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Is she a gunbreaker? She Kinda looks
Another
like a
lengthy
Endwalker with
list.
clothes on.
If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlean scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlean was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
It sounds like you're not going to get included in this
Then
little
I will do your
safe
bidding.
trip.
For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Flashback power? Ribbit?
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Holy crap, how did you know that was us?
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart.
Dude, how do you know
Which
it
is
was
why
us?
I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Yeah, nice. You want Erenville? You alright, man. I like you. Our tort performance needs work, apparently. I'll have to pay more attention the next time I see one. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the Forum Agent mentioned. Charlene has been called to action, and Telophoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of such sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthios, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. If we happen to cross paths with Erenville again, I should like to thank him properly. I wonder if they can make him a custom delivery dude, because he'd be kind of cool for that. A guide of sorts. Alze is staring off in the direction of Erenville, departed, a thoughtful look on her face. Do you like him? What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all of its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Yostola and Kral for the moment, see what they think of this. Whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, this is totally a new area. I can see it on the map. Thank you. Ooh, that's a fate. Oh, guys, you guys wouldn't mind if I did a fate real fast, would you? I love fates. I love when it's a new fate and it doesn't feel like the same thing I've done like a million times. Let me put it that way. Preposterous Shepherd. Please, I need your help. Our pastures are under siege by an acid-spitting mob of snapsweeds. We have to protect the sheep, or all the fluffy wool they've been growing will be ruined before we can shear it. Ruined, I tell you! Thank you, Collie. My clothes are not exactly acid resistant, so I'll just cower over there and something. And something. Oh, well, you take care of things. Okay, cool. Cool, I did the thing. Oh, I gotta save it. I might not be strong enough for this. So I remember trying to do this in like Shadowbringers, and I could not save. I cannot live long enough for this. It's kind of working. Yeah, man. A little fate action. Oh god, now we don't want the bad sheep to come at us. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I hope somebody save me. Oh god. This is bad news bears, everybody. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh god, I'm so afraid. Woo! 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 Gonna live! Gonna live! Oh god. That's gone scary. I think we got this. Oh, not, damn, wrong attack. Oh, I think someone finally showed up. I think. I thought I saw a name. There's somebody here. Save me! I mean, I was doing okay. Yeah, I did it. That was fun. Wasn't that fun, everybody? What's the nearest anti-current to the south? I think we're pretty close to one. Oh, that's a B rank. Oh, I want to kill it, but I can't. It's too low level now. To the southwest. Around here. Oh, it's up there. Gotta go up. Gotta go up, 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 up. go, my little, what was this thing called again? What was the game? Yokai Watch. I was like, dang, I couldn't even freaking remember the name. Yokai Watch. Go, my little Yokai Watch mount. Look at this view, guys. Well, I feel like we can't actually visit down there yet. I feel like it's gonna be blocked off for like later story. Yes, that's usually how they go for these like split locations. Usually, not always, but usually, because it wasn't like that for Heaven's Ward. But for Stormblood and Shadowbringers, it was. Like the first two locations where they give us a split location thing, that we can only visit like half of the area while we're there. I will say that in Heaven's Ward, they did it for one location, but not both. The Sea of Clouds had that going on for them, but the Kurthis Western Highlands did not have that. No, in fact. Woo! Woo! No, the Kurthis Western Highlands did not have that. You could visit that whole area in one go. Ah, it's so far away. It's 271. Oh, did I not? Hold on. Is this within reach? No, because it was just... It's gotta be outside our area. We can't actually visit that. Yeah, it's south. That's like right across there. It's gotta be on that wall down there. Alright, let's just continue. Let's go back to where we need to go. Clockwork music. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Oh, there is definitely more quests down there. When did those unlock? Where is Kryl? Where is Kryl? Where is Kryl? It's funny how normal the Force seems now. Suppose it was all so much more ominous and threatening. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville, did you then? Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows of much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, and then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decides to wander. Woo! Woo! Oh god! Nah. Where are you, Kryl? Are you trying to reach Hydaelyn, or are you trying to reach someone else? Woo! What's going on, Kryl?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
She. Are you talking to Hyland?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, is Hyland gonna speak through you now? Is that what's going on?
Thank you.
There it is.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Her? Umbrita?
Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
Or maybe Reen. She could be talking about Reen. Because she's stuck in the first at the moment.
That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That's that Answers music. You can hear it, the melody.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Uh-oh. Hold on. Before we find out what's going on with Alizé, I just wanted to quickly go over that Highland talk again. Take a flower, walk free, you're free to go right now. Okay, so let's return back to what's going on with Alizé. Uh-oh. It's the father.
Master Fortuno? What business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
That jerk from the top. He's the one who that guy sucks.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha?
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Fine.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Except I have to go to Thavnir for a little bit. That's cool with y'all.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
They have no idea that I just talked to Heidelin through Krell. Oh crap, are they gonna actually... We're gonna do this all in one go? Dang, I didn't get a chance to do the side quests down there. Crap. Graha! My boy!
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order!
Those Grahas...
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings.
Wait, but hold on. Whatever Graha did must have been the real reason why they detained us so fast, because he must have found out some really juicy information.
Master Fortuno, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh, dude, I just noticed Kral's hood actually came off.
These militants
her hair was
wield
this cute
influence
this whole
with
time?
both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
Sorry, I completely was thinking of other things. Sans way, so she mentioned the enemy. Oh, momentous duty, gotcha, she mentioned that.
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Oh, dude,
Then it
took off the
seems
head
your
thing.
findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Good.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Whoa, is he got force choked?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Dude, he just totally got force choked.
Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
They're saying the stuff that's from the opening that we watched.
Such misguided zeal.
Also, the way this is formed does not match what was in the opening
Father,
cutscene.
Master Fortuno.
I guess they saw the problem with it being a spiral, and you had to walk all into the spiral to get to the middle.
I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Well, maybe there's some sense in this guy.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Who's counting?
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Oh man, we gotta go back. There's some side quests we gotta do. I think the gods are scholaric. Scholaric? Scholaric? Let's go scholaric. Scholaric Montaigne. Absolutely loathe arguing in circles. My father may be right, but I'm still groping in the dark for answers. But I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owe that much to Arnwald and myself. You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I had just read as I left this restricted section, and knocked over the security on my way out. I promise to be more vigilant next time. Damn it, Graha, why would you do that? Am you to blame? It's okay, dude. I still love you. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in this city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. And with our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn a lot more of substance here in Sharlayan. It sounds like to me they contacted Heidelin and or Zodiark. Because Heidelin mentioned something about a promise to be kept as well. So it kind of coincides there. Oh, are you kidding me? You still have a quest to give me? You know, that felt like an end to that path.